welcome back, welcome back.
Scott, I might as well move in.
I love having you here. I know.
Love it too.
How is your daughter? How's she doing?
She's pretty great.
Marlo.
She's 10.
She's 10?
Happens like that.
It really does.
It really does, but she's amazing.
We spoiled her last time she was here.
Yeah.
She came with you, but we had puppies on the show.
Oh my God.
And she was like, what? And we put her in, she just stayed in a room with like 15 puppies.
Yeah.
She was like, this is the best show ever.
I tell her I'm going to work. She's like, every time she comes, she's like looking at me. This is not work.
Yeah, this is
surrounded
play.
in puppies.
Yeah, we're playing with puppies.
You can't fool me
Are you
anymore.
still doing the thing with where you play an album a week for her?
So we did that for a long time, and now there is no way on earth that I could make her sit through an album a week.
No.
It's actually, she's got great music taste, and I would like to think that I had a hand in that through the early...
She's taken over now.
She's taken over, and it's a role reverse. She actually educates me.
She tells
about
you about
current popular music, because I'm stuck in the, I don't know,
another
century.
Playing. Yeah, but so who she turned you on to?
It was a lot of Taylor Swift, a lot of, who we love.
Yes!
Yes, we love her. Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
You know, and sort of quite emo pop.
Yeah. Have you taken her to a concert?
You can tell I've got a 10-year-old. I'm like emo, you know,
mean
girl. There's all these things. I mean, I'm not cool anymore. Sus.
Don't be sus.
Don't
It's
be
so
sus.
You guys
I'm
are
like,
being
what?
sus a little bit.
What's
yeah.
sus? Oh no, shipping. Have you heard shipping?
No.
She's like, so he was totally shipping her, which means crushing on, I think.
Oh.
I'm like, shipping, you say? What? What is this ship?
Shipping, you say?
It's nautical. I mean, like, it's not cool anymore.
No, I'm totally. No, you're totally cool. What are you
I think
talking?
so, but she does not.
Really?
No.
But have you been to a concert with like?
So I took her to Taylor Swift. That was the first concert. She was about 5
Oh my
or
gosh.
6. Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing. And I took her and her cousins and her best friend. And I was definitely the oldest and most enthusiastic member of that audience.
You were.
And we know Taylor very fortunately, so we got to go backstage afterwards, which was a dream. But she was like, I saw you singing every single word of my song. Like, I was like...
she was a little worried.
She was just like, she's like, you are a big fan. I was like, yep.
Wow, so you were right up close and like...
Yeah, I was just like...
Yeah.
No,
You're just yelling at her. Yeah, I don't know what to do at concerts at all.
If you're with your kids, you cannot dance, you cannot look happy.
No.
You cannot sing every word.
What was your first concert? Do you remember?
My first concert was Oasis in 1996.
What?
It was. I took my best friend and we went to Earl's Court, and it was like, it's an iconic gig that we like snuck out and went to. I was 14 or something.
Oh my God.
But I was convinced that they looked at me, that Liam Gallagher looked at me in the eye.
Yeah.
I was like, I know he saw me.
Yeah,
I was so in love with him.
Yeah,
now
you go, oh my gosh, we're gonna get married. This is so cool. I can't believe
it was on. It was on. And then, actually, my mother then met Noel Gallagher in Harrods or something. Like, he was shopping, and she went up and she went, my daughter's going to marry Liam. He's like, I don't think so, actually. I don't think she is. And now he's one of my best mates, which I will tell everybody. And I did drop that name, and I will continue to do so.
Noel Gallagher.
So now I'm Team Noel.
Yeah. I love Noel Gallagher.
Yeah, he's
I
the
love
best.
both of them. Yeah.
And his band's amazing. The new stuff
Flying
is
Birds?
so fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great first concert to go to.
Yeah.
My first was Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh my God, that is so on brand.
It's perfect,
I've
right?
never loved you more. It's like,
it's kind of perfect.
Of all the things you could have said, that's like, no, it's perfect.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was my favorite.
The rest is history. Here you are.
And Oasis is perfect for you too. It's like kind of fits. I know you're not a stranger to performing on stage. You were in cabaret singing.
Yes.
And I don't know if we've told the story on the show. It makes me laugh. It's sad, but it's funny.
It's sad. I was doing cabaret, and the big number in cabaret is, funnily enough, a song called Cabaret. And the way that we staged it was like one spotlight in the eyes. So it's like you're blind, it goes to a blackout and you're blind. The only way to get off stage is to stand there with your arms out and be led off because the back wall moves in for the next scene. However, one night the man did not show up, and I heard the wall move, and I was like, I can't be stumbling around in the platform, it's going to ruin the show. So I ran in the direction of offstage. I slammed. Alan Cumming was the MC. He heard like a... That doesn't... Well,
but like, a good
it was a skull on... Thank you, yeah. A skull on metal. And I felt like warm blood. And I was just like, I just got to finish the show. Climbed up the stairs. I'm standing in this balcony, blood dripping down. 8 stitches, got a nice scar. And then the next day, they were like, there was a matinee, and they were like, are you sure you want to do the show? And I was like, I had the biggest black eye. I was like, just put on more lashes. And Sally Bowles has to like look at people in the audience and kind of flirt with them. And the men were I mean, it was honestly like I literally had like half an eye that was black, and and like loads of it was just not okay.
Oh, I think it's so funny. Yeah. Come on. See, that's a trooper, though. That's a professional. That's what we do.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this show, Extrapolations. It's on Apple TV+. Meryl Streep, by the way, plays your mom, if I don't want to spoil anything. No. But is that the reason, one of the reasons you did it?
I mean, I think if I got an email from Scott Zebans and it said, I would love you to do this. We'd worked together on The Loudest Voice. He directed an episode of that, so we were friends. And then there was a PS, Meryl Streep is playing your mother, at which point I was like, I don't need to read it. I'm in. You know, that's a bucket list, isn't it, for any of us?
Oh, my gosh.
Like, to even be in the room.
What was she like?
Oh, she's awful. Really? No, she's the best. I mean, she's the best. She's like everything that you would want and more.
I know you're you, but do you get nervous when you're next to Meryl Streep? Do you go like, cool?
Yes, let alone having to look her in the eyes and, like, act.
Yeah.
Because all you want to do is watch what she's doing. She's so brilliant, which is news to everyone I know. She's a really great actor.
At the end of every episode, there's a screen where people can go on a website and get more information about climate crisis, and that website is apple.co/extrapolationstv.
Yes.
So go there, check it out, see what you can do to help the climate.
Definitely.
The series finale came out today. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Sienna Miller in Extrapolations. Take a look.
Dr. Shearer, were you paid for your work at Menagerie 2100?
Yes.
Depressing work, I'm sure. All that saying goodbye. Yes? That explains why you receive mood-stabilizing therapeutics from Alpha. Ms. Shearer relies on Alpha for her retirement and her medicine. What if her ongoing depression has caused her to blame the medicines that Alpha provides her with?
I know you want people to think I'm crazy, Mr. Turner, and maybe I am. Maybe that's what climate change is doing to all of us. Some of us are crazy because we look at the world and all we have lost, and we still have hope.
Come on, bud. You're fantastic. Who's better, Sienna Miller? Who's better than Sienna Miller? Extrapolations is streaming now on Apple TV+. We'll be right back with more tonight. Just stick around, everybody. Hey, hey.